Hello guys, just looking to make another video. Today I haven't really quite decided exactly what this channel is, so I'm just going to talk about what I feel like talking about. So first off, I look way less barbaric, like a crazy man. So, actually look like a civilized human being, so that's good. Um, but today I watched a video earlier today, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, or talk about what some tangents I had about it. So it's not new, where you hear about people talking about life lessons that they learned in Dark Souls. And I have a couple of videos of Elden Ring on on my channel. They're not great. I'm not showing off or anything, except for like one weird glitch that happened. But one thing that Dark Souls has always shown me is, there's a few things actually, but one is perseverance. Um, you know, when I was younger, I was quite a bit more stubborn, but I wasn't a particularly good Dark Souls player, and I'm really still not in all reality. Um, in fact, quite embarrassingly, the final boss of Dark Souls, when I probably fought him like 2, 3 dozen times. And some of you who've played Dark Souls for your first time probably beat him in your first couple tries. So yeah, it was an embarrassingly long amount of time. Um, but it didn't matter, because for me, it wasn't about being the best. It was about getting it done. And there's a bit of humility that you kind of have to have with that, where you know, at the end of the day, I know I'm never going to be as good as quite a few of these like challenge people, uh, or speedrunners on games, and that's true for real life as well. I've recently been trying to learn programming, uh, and I keep struggling, and I keep bashing my head over and over again, and I just keep having to remind myself I don't have to be the best programmer that's ever been, like no one ever was, but I just have to get my foot in the door. I just have to keep trying. Um, that being said, one other thing that Dark Souls has taught me is that, if you keep bashing your head over and over and over again, you're probably doing something wrong. And I just wanted to bring that up in my real life because, I went to a tech school to learn programming, and I took this class like 3 times, and I failed each and every time. And after the third time, I was like, this is just not working. I'm spending hundreds of dollars on this. I can't just keep dropping hundreds of dollars on something that's not working, you know. And that's a lesson I should have learned when I was playing Dark Souls the first time. Um, ultimately, I persevered. I got it done. I finished the mission, but you know, like they say in Dark Souls, if you're bashing your head in too many times, you're just doing it wrong. You need to figure something else out. And you're probably not using all your resources, and that's probably true in real life. I kept trying to get help uh, from my teacher and their assistants and whatnot, and things just weren't working out. They couldn't invest enough time in me, and so I did pause. And that, to some of you, that might sound like quitting, and I'd say it's a regroup. Um, some things did change in my life. I did have to refocus on different aspects, but at the end of the day, I need to go back on the grind. And it doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be great. I just have to learn my lessons and power on through. And there's this heavy phrase that happens throughout the Souls community, and it's a bit cringe, um, but some of the best things are, and it was don't go hollow on me. And specifically, that was referring more to like depression and suicidal thoughts and whatnot. Um, and that's not where I'm talking about specifically for in this case. In this case, I'm more referring to like just quitting in general. Um, I can't stop quitting. Even if it means just bashing my head, if that's the best I can do right now, then that's what I need to be doing. And so, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today, and I'll see you guys later.